Hello, and welcome to Life as It Is with me, Dora Middleton. In today's segment, I would like to talk about social media. And the reason why is because I've actually received messages from people wanting me to give them my opinion on how I feel about kids, really young kids, being on social media. And this is basically, I'm just going to get right to the point. This is how I feel about it. If the kids are on there and you're monitoring them and you know what sites they're going on, whether it's TikTok or Instagram, Facebook, and if they're dancing or they're having, you know, playing video games or whatever they might be doing on there, as long as you know what they're up to, I don't think that it should be a problem. But I want to also say this. It was also put in one of the messages about what's going on with Kim Kardashian and her daughter and Kanye West not wanting his daughter on social media. Now, which I don't really I try to stay away from talking about celebrities, okay? It's really enough celebrity gossip out there already. And I only brought that up because it was mentioned to me in a message and they wanted my opinion on that too. I see it like this. The father does not want his daughter on social media. I know that both parents have a say so, but I have to agree with Kanye on this one because number one, they're in the public eye, okay? And there's been a few times where the little girl, Northwest, has gone on social media without her mom knowing it. Once her mom was in her on the on the bed on the phone not paying attention, and the child was walking through her whole entire house filming, okay, literally filming every inch of that home, every square foot. And you don't know who's watching these videos, and they're seeing what's inside of this woman's house. So I have to say, in her case, I don't think it's a good idea because if she's all over the internet plastering herself and her face and everything on the internet, then she doesn't have time to watch her daughter. So not that I'm trying to be judgmental, I'm only saying that if your daughter has gone live on the internet several times without you knowing it, then there's a problem. Because again, you have all this money and it's desperate times out here for some people, so they don't mind, you know, coming in your home whether you're there or not. And I just think that in her case, no, her kids definitely shouldn't be on social media. Now, I have family members and my kids are older children, of course, so I don't have to monitor what they're doing except for one, but even so, without when she's she's an older teenager, okay? And I still monitor what she does on the internet. I don't think I have to watch her like a hawk or anything like that because she's a pretty good kid. Not saying that someone else's child isn't. I'm just saying that she knows the do's and don'ts of the internet because I've sat her down and I've talked to her about this. So I believe that as parents, if you want your kids to be on social media and hang out with their friends and go back and forth, dancing, doing whatever they're doing on there, just watch them. Watch them and make sure that they're not getting off into anything they shouldn't be getting off into because basically you can buy some anything on the internet from drugs to guns. So you really want to watch your children. And there's a lot of drugs floating around on the internet that's just killing people and it's sad. So I just think that the parents should, you know, your children, okay? You know your children. You know if they're easily influenced. You know if they have a strong mind to where they can let people know I'm not going to, this is something I'm not going to do because I know I'm not supposed to. But whatever the case may be, I think it depends on the individual, okay? So it depends on who the child is. Kim Kardashian's kids should not be on the internet, okay? But, you know, I think anyone else's, if you're able, you have that time and you can watch your kids on the internet, sure. I don't have a problem with that. And there's also ways you can block children from seeing certain videos and all of that on the internet. So you just have to make sure that you're paying attention. Okay, so that's my input. I just wanted to come on here and do a quick segment on that because I got, a bunch of messages about certain things dealing with this, and I wanted to touch base. I don't want anyone to think that I'm ignoring their messages because I enjoy reading them and I enjoy the feedback. So, um, that's my view on children and the internet. And I was also asked how young should they be? Look, I have seen some of the cutest videos with babies and 2 and 3 year olds. I mean, they're just adorable. But again, just as a parent, if your kids are that young, they don't know how to post anything like that. So if anything inappropriate is posted by any kids in that age bracket, then that's the parents doing because kids can't do it by themselves. Well, let me rephrase that. Some kids can at 3 and 4, they can have a cell phone and get the swiping from here to there, and they don't need your help. So I guess I need to change that a little bit, but that's how I feel about it. I think that you just have to watch your children. That's it. Just watch your kids. Don't let them run wild on the internet. Because I know I've seen some videos that will leave your mouth is dropped. I mean, it will leave you literally speechless because of the video that you've seen on there. And you got to be careful with your babies, okay? So there's my opinions on the whole situation there. Um, this isn't going to be like a very long video because I know a lot of mine are like an hour long. But this one was just talking about social media, and I think that social media is a good thing and it's also a bad thing. It has a little bit of both. People can ruin you on social media, and social media can help you. There's been people to become rich just off videos doing things on social media. So, like I said, there's the good and the bad. It just means, do what you're supposed to do, watch your children, watch yourself. You have to make sure that you're watching what's going on with you because there's a lot of perverts out there. Trust me, I know. I can recall having social media, which I do have social media, but a guy on my Instagram page literally sent me photographs of, because I post a lot of my pictures that I put on social media. I use my iPhone, and I don't think anything of it. But I didn't until I received these messages from some man. He would always send me like pages of, I mean, just hearts after hearts and saying, I love you and all this crazy stuff. And I was like, okay, I'll say, hey, what's going on with you? Because if you speak to me, I'll speak back, even though I was freaked out about what he was doing until one day, this guy sent me pictures that was not on my social media page. Those pictures were only inside of my cell phone, which means some kind of way he used my Instagram page and was able to hack. Now, how he did that, I don't know. But it scared me. I was so afraid because after he did it, he sent me another message. You like the pictures? I love the pictures. And and I said, how did you get these pictures? And he just was sending back these smiley faces like, he never answered me. But there's no other way he could have gotten those pictures. Number one, I didn't know this guy, and he's too far away to be someone that I've met. I mean, he's not even at this moment, at least his profile said he wasn't even in the United States. But I do know for a fact Those pictures were not anywhere besides inside of my phone. So how did he get them out? I believe there was some kind of way he hacked my phone through Instagram, considering the fact that my uploads all come from my cell phone. So that's why I'm saying everyone needs to be really, people need to be careful. I mean, literally, I've been on the phone with a person, and this person was a friend. Come to find out, he worked in some type of, I don't know, I guess cybersecurity or something. But I was talking to him and I was on Facebook and he says, "Hey, add me on Facebook." And I was about to add him on Facebook and he had one of these names to where you can spell that name more than one way. And I was putting his name in there. He said, "Oh no, my mom decided to spell my name different from everyone else. So this is how she spells my name." And then I change it and I put it in there, and then the light bulb goes off in my head, and I'm like, "How are you saying this?" He even sent me a picture of my brand new driver's license I had just taken. So that's why I'm saying, people, be careful. You don't, I mean, it's a lot of people out there that knows how to hack into your computers, your phones, your tablets, whatever you might have. I can recall years ago working at a facility where we dealt with people's automobiles, and we got calls after calls from Mercedes drivers, people that drove Mercedes, because someone had hacked their systems and shut down all of their cars. Those cars were everywhere, just shut down. They wouldn't budge. So we needed to get the cars picked up and everything. So, and they said, we asked what happened, and they said, well, these people were hacked. All of these cars use this computer system, and someone hacked them and they shut off the cars. So again, trust me when I say, be very careful when it comes to social media, because you will be surprised at what people can do. And I've had it done to me. People are hacking, and you really have to be careful. Okay? So, I guess that completes this segment. So I will get back on here very soon and do another one. To be honest, I have had such a long day, and I just happened to start reading my messages, so which made me jump on and do this segment so I can answer the questions that was sent out to me. But I am exhausted. I am so tired. I feel like I haven't slept in years. So, you know how that goes. But again, I would like to thank you guys for tuning in to this segment, Life as It Is with me, Dora Middleton, and just talking about how young is too young to be on the internet, on social media. So I hope you guys enjoyed this segment. And just remember, the internet can be your friend, and then again, it can be your worst enemy, your worst nightmare. So just be careful, no matter how old you are. Just really be careful, because the internet is a hell of a thing. It can do a lot of good, but it can do even more bad. Okay? So just be watchful, okay, people? All right. Thank you. And until next time, take care.